Say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And here we can check out the story for Zach LaVine.
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, take a look at his true shooting percentage decreasing over the last 5 games. He desperately needs to find his stroke tonight.
And here's Memphis's starting group. On the perimeter, it's KCP and Wiggins. Brandon Clark out there with Zach Edey. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. And for the Kings, the duo inside, Murray and Sabonis. The vet pair on the wings with LaVine at the 2, DeRozan at the 3. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Clark with the screen. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, rebounds look too easy for Edey sometimes. Taller than even most NBA players.
DeRozan up top. He's covered by Wells. And it's DeRozan missing. And here's Memphis. Last time they met was in Memphis.
Great offensive game plan in that one. They put their guys in positions to succeed, and it really paid off.
And that was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
3 on the clock. Fires it. And it's Morant missing. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
A bit ago, Doug Christie and I were able to chat. The topic at hand, Ja Morant. His ability to completely dominate at times because he's so athletic and aggressive. Coach said we can't let him live in the lane. We have to keep bodies in front of him and make him work for everything he gets. Back over to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And here are the Grizzlies now, following that last three-pointer by Sacramento.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's LaVine, and he buries his first look.
Well, if you're going to go in there, you have to want it. LaVine did.
Morant surveying the floor. Clark with a screen on Westbrook. Left side, Morant. Here he goes. The shot that time not on target. Westbrook with the defensive effort. Outside LaVine. Westbrook outside. Oh, stolen by Morant. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Pass to LaVine. No good off the glass. Grizzlies trail by 3. And, Coach, the Kings know they need to get better defensively. But do they have the personnel is the question.
Well, so much of defense is about your commitment to making multiple efforts, in particular contesting three-point shooters, an area they've struggled in tremendously. If you're starting to fix something, start there. Here's
Sabonis after Memphis picked up the 3 with their last shot. Pass to LaVine. Morant against Westbrook. Outside Murray. Just 5 to shoot. DeRozan passes to Sabonis. Over Edey. Sabonis can't hit. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Clark finds Caldwell Pope. Back to Clark. Down low. And it's Morant missing.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Westbrook, the pass to Sabonis. LaVine against Caldwell Pope. Pass to DeRozan. Levine surveys the D. Murray from outside. Grizzlies with the rebound. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
Well, they shot it well because of how selfless they were. You need that kind of chemistry and cohesion on the road.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And over the last 10 games, these players have been gobbling up the most rebounds. In the third spot, Domantas Sabonis.
Over these last 10 games, this guy has owned the boards, playing so well as of late.
The Kings have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Outside Levine. The three is up. Can't hit that one. Excellent D there from Caldwell Pope. To the inside. Wells, the pass to Clark. An easy 2 on the layup. Clark's got 5.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And it's Westbrook with the ball for the Kings. 4-point game. Pass to Levine. Sabonis with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Levine. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, taking it into his own hands right there. Levine doing a great job getting to the rim.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Clark outside. Rebound by Sacramento. Murray's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Westbrook. Caldwell Pope pulls it in. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Offensive board. Edey. And he battles for the ball. Gets the second chance bucket. He has 6.
Well, when Edey gets strong inside positioning like there, just let him go to work because he can overpower defenses.
Now here's DeRozan. A 14-point game for him in the win against Utah. Out to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Westbrook. Good D by Clark. Memphis leading by 4. Wells, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Good on the shot.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And it's Sacramento's ball. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Levine passes to Westbrook. Here's Sabonis. And Edey with a block.
Well, with that reach, Edey makes guarding the restricted area look effortless.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
After strong rookie and sophomore campaigns, Keegan Murray dealt with some inconsistency in Season 3.
Well, B.A., part of that is him trying to adapt to off-season roster changes and a mid-year coaching change. Then his point guard, De'Aaron Fox, got dealt. Keegan Murray just needs some stability.
You talk about a high-variance team. The Grizzlies keep you guessing, Coach.
Yeah, they do. They're young, brash, a ton of talent, and at times they've seemed poised to take over the West, but it hasn't happened yet.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Caldwell Pope against Levine. On the wing, DeRozan. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. Sacramento again missing. Memphis leading by 6. To the wing, right side. Back to Wells. Clark outside. Off target with the three. Sacramento has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Monk passes to Sabonis from 9 feet. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim.
Well, good to see Sabonis earning the tough points inside. He's got to show that kind of strength.
And here's Morant. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Pass to Caldwell Pope. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Achua's checked in for Sacramento. Kings trail by 4. Here's Monk. He's coming off a 10-point game against Utah. Pass to Levine. Achua with a screen on Caldwell Pope. And there's the foul. It's on Zach Levine. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Memphis leading by 4. And here's Edey. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Precious Achua picks one up.
Well, when Edey gets the ball there, it usually generates points of some kind.
And he drops the first. And now about a third of the way into the season. You think it's too early to talk about awards, Grant?
You know, B.A., it depends on the award, if I'm being honest. MVP and Rookie of the Year, that's way too early. You can begin to see the guys who are in the running for Most Improved or Sixth Man.
DeRozan finds Achua. Achua with the dunk.
An underrated playmaker. I like seeing DeRozan share the ball like this.
Morant with it. Still without a bucket. Edey with a screen on Levine to the middle. And the dunk by Edey.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And so here's Sacramento after the basket by Memphis. Monk against Jerome. Clock at 6. 13 feet out. And it's Monk missing.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
Pass to Clark. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Clark's got 9.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Kings trail by 8. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, B.A. Keegan Murray wants to excel at both ends, and he said, quote, "My defense wasn't where it needed to be, so I got a little faster, a little stronger, tried to figure out how to be physical defensively and be effective. Them trusting me to guard helps the other guys so they can focus more on offense." Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And so Moran will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Pass to Edey. Over Achua. And it's Edey missing.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Levine finds Murray. Sacramento passing it around. Outside Monk. Achua with a screen. From downtown. And it's Monk missing. Memphis leading by 5. Here's Morant. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup.
Yeah, and once Morant takes off like that, the defense has to know what's coming next.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And some changes here for the Kings. Sabonis, he's checked in for Murray. Ellis comes in for DeRozan. And it's Schroeder in for Zach LaVine. Then for Memphis, Aldama's checked in for Edey. Jackson comes in for Clark. And Williams is subbed in for Ja Morant. Kings trail by 7. Outside Schroeder. Ellis outside. Pass to Sabonis. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
And guarding Sabonis in the pick and roll is a guessing game. He's so agile and unpredictable in these sets.
1:14 left to play in the first. Jerome passes to Jackson. Picked by Aldama. Puts it up from 12. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Kings. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at the Grizzlies, currently 7th in the conference, hoping to string together some more wins. And check it out, the Kings, 5 games back. Landale's checked in for Memphis. Here's Schroeder. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates, racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
Outside Achua, fires from deep, nails it from 3. Now just a 2-point Memphis lead. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Aldama, and makes it with the kiss.
They have no answer defensively inside.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Schroeder. Back to Sabonis. Pass to Schroeder. Over Jerome. No good, off the front rim.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
15 seconds left to play in the first. Five to shoot. Here's the 3. That shot, no good. He's off on that one. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Memphis ahead, up 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Kings trail by 4. Achua is out there with Keon Ellis. Then it's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. And it's Monk in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And he gets it to go. Monk's got his second bucket of the night.
I like that Monk stays committed to his shot despite the inside coverage, earning those 2 points.
Ellis's shot is off. And Jerome has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Inside. Aldama outside. Jerome feeling it out a bit. Back to Aldama. And he dunks it down.
Well, pretty sure Aldama could bring down the standard if he wanted to.
Sacramento has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Ellis passes to Sabonis. Excellent D there from Aldama.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Pass to Jerome. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. There's a screen. Williams from long range. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Kings trail by 4. Well, Domantas Sabonis already top 10 all-time in triple-doubles.
Yeah, he's a prolific scorer, rebounder, and playmaker. And BA, he continues to add layers to his game, and he's still in the thick of his prime.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Westbrook, he's checked in for the Kings. And Memphis also making a switch. Jackson, he's checked in for Prosper. Well, Stan, after last season, the Grizzlies brass, quite candid, they weren't close to being championship caliber.
Well, it's a brutal business, BA. You can have a ton of talent, but sometimes there are just certain teams that stand in your way.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Williams with it. Now guarded by Monk. Here's Jerome. Jackson, the pass to Williams. Picked by Aldama. The 3 ball. Williams misses.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Westbrook. That one falls. Nice feed from Sabonis.
Looking as tenacious as ever. Westbrook never holds back when going for his finish.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Jerome passes to Jackson. To the paint. Tipped. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. To the inside. And Sabonis slams it in.
Nice little flush there from Sabonis to cap off the possession.
Memphis trailing here. Here's Jerome. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening. Got to attack when you have that chance.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. DeMar DeRozan's checked in for Schroeder.
One shot.
That free throw good from Jerome. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
Some automatic offense from Sabonis. Not wasting any time putting up a shot.
Inside. Pass to Wells. Outside Morant. 4 on the clock. Doesn't go that time. Achua with some nice D. Here's DeRozan. The putback. They shoot again. Muscling in. DeRozan.
Yeah, right there. DeRozan saw an opportunity and took advantage.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Right wing. Right side Morant. Oh, Morant gets it done inside.
Yeah, so tough to knock Morant off balance, and he's so talented at keeping his focus on the basket.
Westbrook outside. Driving in. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Kings?
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And if they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
And that one falls for Westbrook.
A future Hall of Famer. Westbrook averaging a triple-double in a number of seasons and came close a few other times.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. His last outing, he had 20. And here we go, Sacramento on the fast break. Westbrook, the pass to DeRozan. DeRozan, right in the heart of the D.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And so Tuomas Isalo calls a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Zach LaVine, he's checked in for Schroeder. All right, let's take a quick moment to bring up the shooting guards who have been lighting it up from three-point range over the last 10 games. Well, you look at Caldwell Pope. He is downright lethal from distance, ranking first in the league in three-point percentage.
It's not surprising that he's doing damage from deep. Guys at his position are asked to make this a staple of their offensive arsenal, and he's doing exactly this.
There's the three. Gets the three ball to go. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points.
Well, he shoots a solid clip from deep. Caldwell Pope took advantage.
And LaVine has got the ball here for Sacramento. Picked by Sabonis. To the middle. It's stolen. And now Memphis on the break. Caldwell Pope's shot is off. DeRozan outside, down low. Here's Sabonis, and Sabonis slams it in.
At almost 7 feet tall, you gotta push Sabonis farther away. When you don't, he just dunks it with ease.
Grizzlies trail by 4. Pass to Wells. Puts up a three. Gets the three to fall. Wells has gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
On the wing, DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Back to Westbrook. Here's LaVine for three. Clark grabs the board. Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. That gives them the lead. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Now Westbrook. He's got 5. Outside LaVine. Back to Westbrook. Sacramento passing it around. Inside. Oh, LaVine! Pretty.
Well, that's just a nice slam there from LaVine. He makes it look so easy.
The Grizzlies have gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Pass to Caldwell Pope. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Sabonis.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
So Tuomas Isalo's decided to call timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Memphis making a switch here. Edey's checked in. Here's Morant. He's given them steady production at over 27 points a game. Count it. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's Morant, always applying the pressure.
The Kings trailing. Now here's DeRozan. He has 7. Sabonis, the pass to DeRozan. Back to Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
Well, Sabonis has been the hub of this offense and has been very effective scoring.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Memphis has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Pass to Edey. Outside Wells. Now Clark. Now Caldwell Pope. Monk covers. Clock at 4. Morant. In the paint. Morant puts it in.
A sweet shot by a skilled shooter. Nice floater by Morant.
Sacramento has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Outside Levine. Pass to DeRozan. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Something teammates love about DeMar DeRozan. He has that clutch gene in him, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., he is fearless in those big moments. He remains steady, keeps his focus, and that makes him deadly against defenses that are scrambling to close out a game.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. The Kings making a switch here. Eubanks is checked in. That's good from DeRozan. Stan, there seems to be an impatience to this Kings organization. Continuity is not the order of the day.
Well, yeah, B.A., and it can be disorienting for the players. You don't want to become complacent, but there's got to be a happy medium and some stability.
DeRozan hits them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Well, this September, Grizzlies legend Marc Gasol was enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. A 3-time All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year, Marc was acquired in a trade for his brother, Pau Gasol, who was likewise an All-Star with the Grizzlies. Marc, a fixture on and off the court in Memphis. Brian, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Well, that's how Edey makes his biggest impact offensively. Cleans up a lot of misses.
Pass to Eubanks. Clark against Westbrook. With the teardrop. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Morant finds Edey. To the middle. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. DeRozan against Clark. And stolen by Morant. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Caldwell Pope's shot is off. Kings trail by 4. Monk passes to DeRozan. Now here's Levine. He's covered by Wells. Back to DeRozan.
Well, picking up his 2nd foul, he can still be aggressive, but has to be smart about it.
He's finally started to settle down here in the 2nd quarter. Just needed to work up a sweat.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line in this one. That's good from DeRozan.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
And there's the lob. Clark, no good.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
Just an electrifying style on the court for Ja Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh, yeah. No, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim.
Now here's Edey. 17 points for him last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And how about the rebounding, too? He was just all over the glass, and the other team had no answer for how to contain him. Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Here's DeRozan. And it's all tied up. DeRozan's got 14 points.
He's on a roll in this quarter. The defense better be careful.
Outside Wells, pass to Caldwell Pope. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. And here's Clark for three, out of bounds. It'll be Kings ball.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
And Sacramento with some changes. Domantas Sabonis comes in for Eubanks. And Murray subbed in for Monk. There's 25 seconds left in the first half. And here is DeRozan. 14 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Here's Levine. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
What a performance for DeMar DeRozan. He's been the story for the Kings. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, everybody. So far, a fairly even game for the Memphis Grizzlies through the first two quarters.
You can't win playing passive at the offensive end. I mean, how many times did we see him at the free throw line?
Practically none. There were a few calls they thought should have gone their way, but you can't rely on the refs to bail you out. Let's shift gears now and see how things are stacking up in the Western Conference.
You know, for the Grizzlies, they're dealing with some challenges, no doubt about it. They have talent, but maybe not as much as they thought they had. The effort's been spotty. It's been a learning year for this organization.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You know, DeMar DeRozan has been exceptional here, guys.
He was their offensive catalyst in the first half, working hard to get the whole team involved.
Well, when you have a guy that spreads it around like that, it confuses the defense. Who do you guard?
And so here's Sacramento. On the court for the Grizzlies. Morant runs point with KCP to his side. Jalen Wells out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Edey in at the center position, locking down the middle. Murray from outside, cleared away by Wells.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
Well, when Edey gets on a roll, it's hard to stop all 7'4" of him. He's been fantastic tonight scoring.
Now here's DeRozan. He's covered by Wells. Westbrook outside. Pass to Murray. For the lead. The shot no good. Memphis leading. Left side Morant. Now here's Edey. Outside Morant. Fires for three. 6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. And the bucket is good from Edey in deep. Edey's got 16 points now.
Look, this is just Edie doing big man things, getting physical to win buckets.
Sabonis, the pass to DeRozan, back to Sabonis, and here's Westbrook. Count it, and the foul. Ja Morant picks one up.
One of the most physical point guards this league has ever seen. Westbrook powers through for the and one.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes.
That one misses for Westbrook. For Memphis, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. To the paint. Here's Sabonis. And the shot's good. 14 points for Domantas Sabonis.
Yeah, this is Sabonis in his zone. He makes scoring in the paint seem almost effortless.
And it's Morant with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. And that game will mark the end of a 4-game trip. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to Clark. Shot clock at 5. Outside Morant. Over Westbrook. And it's Morant missing.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Here's Westbrook. He has 7. Here's Levine. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
And so Tuomas Isalo calls a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for DeMar DeRozan.
And it's not the kind of trend he wanted to see, but that's what happens over the course of almost any career. Coaches around the league have learned all your tendencies, and let's face it, playing for as long as he has takes a toll on the body.
Murray against Clark. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Let's go with a 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan. Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. And he's going for the lob. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. And here's the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Now here's Murray. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. On the wing, DeRozan. Clock at 6. Westbrook outside. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And this his second attempt at the line tonight.
Yeah, Caldwell Pope isn't a guy that shoots a ton of free throws, but he makes them count.
Grizzlies trail by 3. Edie with a screen on Westbrook. Pass to Edie. And certain guys really make you pay for fouling them. These small forwards have been terrific from the line all year. Second is DeMar DeRozan.
And these fellas have their free throw strokes down. Each one could probably shoot a high percentage blindfolded.
And that's an important thing for a small forward. You can attack the basket without the defense getting too aggressive. You want that advantage.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
A great take by Murray.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Edey with a screen on Levine. To the inside. Here's Morant. It doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Westbrook. Pass to Murray. 4-3. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 9 rebounds now. Here's Wells. Good D by Murray. The Kings lead by 3. Right side Levine. From behind the arc. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. DeRozan's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Morant with it. Give him 8. Tries to break his ice. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Russell Westbrook.
Some guards are absolutely fearless working inside. And Morant very high on that list.
That one misses. Stan, he's one of the most exciting players in the league right now. What makes Ja Morant so special?
Well, look, B.A., his explosiveness. Sometimes he makes you nervous with how much he throws his body around. But what I love about Ja is that it shows he has no off switch. He plays with intensity. Well, the way that Morant is able to twist and contort through a defense, he is one of a kind in that regard.
Here's Levine for 3. Clark grabs the board. Grizzlies trail by 5. For 3, Caldwell Pope drops in the 3. Caldwell Pope's got 10.
It doesn't matter if he's standing still or pulling up off the dribble. KCP is a sharpshooter.
Sacramento has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the 3rd. The shots just aren't falling. Picked by Sabonis. To the paint. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 9 in the 3rd quarter. And so Tomas Isolo calls a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Domantas Sabonis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, now the question is, how do you scheme this guy? Try to take the ball out of his hands? Bring a second defender? I'm curious to see what they do.
So it's the Grizzlies now. For 3, Caldwell Pope. And another 3 for Memphis.
Caldwell Pope is a well-practiced shooter. Once the ball is in his hands, he's into his motion.
Now Westbrook. 7 points in the game. DeRozan outside. Pass to Murray. Here's Sabonis. Misses off the right iron. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. They trail by 1. Edey finds Clark. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Edey. For the lead. And the layup is good. Edey's got 6 in the quarter. And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Now here's Westbrook. Outside Murray. Now DeRozan. He shoots. Cleared away by Wells. Wells has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Caldwell Pope. Edey up top. Pass to Wells. Now Edey. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And it's Morant missing.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
I like Murray's shot selection, especially when he's this close to the rim.
Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Here's Levine for 3. How about Levine showing off the range? All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Kings.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Oh, Clark with the slam.
A good shooter and defender. KCP can also make plays for others.
The Kings leading. And here's Westbrook. He has 7. Murray finds DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. From 12 feet. Memphis with a rebound. Edey's got rebound number 11. And it's Wells off the drive. And the layup is good off the glass. Wells has got 4 points in the quarter.
He's having a good night from the field. Now, I know the defense is really keying in on him, but they need him involved if they're going to pull this out.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Monk, he's checked in for the Kings. Here's Levine. 16 points for him. DeRozan outside. Pass to Murray. To the middle. Sabonis in the post. Edey defends. 4 on the clock. Here's Murray. That shot is off. Good D by Wells. Here's Jerome. Sinks the tray. Jerome's got 6.
The D lagging on the break, and he makes them pay full price.
Kings trail by 3. Here's Monk. He's got 5. Pass to Sabonis. Here's Monk. He's covered by Jerome. Will it go? Grizzlies with the rebound. Edey's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating for 3, Caldwell Pope. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Monk passes to Levine. Down low. And there's Sabonis. That one's good. On the assist by Levine. Levine's got his 4th assist with that last one. Pass to Edey. Jerome outside. Wells, the pass to Caldwell Pope. The baseline J. And there's Memphis with another bucket.
Good stroke on the tweener by Caldwell Pope.
A minute 39 left in the 3rd quarter. Levine with it. 16 points for him. Pass to Sabonis. Lots of room. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. DeRozan's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him tonight. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Back to Jerome. Edey with a screen on DeRozan. Now Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
Oh, excellent work inside. Once he saw that mismatch, he took it right to the rim.
Now DeRozan. He's got 14. Outside Monk. There's 48 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Sabonis, the pass to Murray. DeRozan outside. 5 on the clock. The 17-footer. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Jerome passes to Caldwell Pope. And they call an illegal screen here.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
And Sacramento with some changes. Achua's checked in for Murray. Westbrook comes in for Zach LaVine. And it's Schroeder in for DeMar DeRozan. Then for Memphis, Aldama's checked in for Edey. Jackson comes in for Wells. And it's Morant in for Caldwell Pope. Schroeder against Jerome. Monk for three. That shot off. A big-time effort for Zach Edey, providing a lot of energy for Memphis. Dominating on the glass. What a quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Malik Monk is out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Russell Westbrook.
Whoa!
Oh, sweet move.
Yeah, Morant's got to get himself in that dunk contest. I mean, look at that.
What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Kings trail by 5. Now here's DeRozan. Achua with a screen on Jackson. Inside. Achua with the dunk.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And here's Schroeder. Westbrook outside. Outside Monk. DeRozan outside. Just 4 to shoot. And here's Schroeder outside. Knocks it down from distance.
Well, you got to at least honor Schroeder's outside shot. He's definitely capable of connecting from that.
Jerome passes to Aldama. Over Achua. Outside for Morant. And a miss there on the triple. The Kings trailing. DeRozan passes to Westbrook to tie it up. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
And you know they were praying for that one to go down.
Yeah, they really wanted that bucket to go. You can't get discouraged, though.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Outside Monk. Pass to DeRozan. Shoots. No one on him. Makes an easy one. 16 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Well, this is what makes DeRozan so tough. He can slash and he can shoot the ball.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Jerome passes to Aldama. Picked by Aldama. Takes it inside.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
DeRozan looks it over. For 3, Westbrook. The shot no good.
It hasn't been all bad shots for him, but you wouldn't know that looking at his percentage from the field.
Jerome passes to Jackson. Left block shot on the way. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Schroeder. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
So the Kings making a change here. Murray's checked in.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
And it's Morant missing. Kings trail by 6. Here's DeRozan into the lane.
A very aggressive drive by DeRozan. He pours on the gas when he gets going.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here we go, one-on-one. And finished off by Westbrook.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Clark with a screen on DeRozan. Clark, no good. The Kings have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Murray, no good.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Morant, pass to Jerome. To the inside. Here's Clark. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Kings trail by 4. Down low. It's picked off. Out to the right wing. Outside for Morant. No good on the triple.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
DeRozan passes to Monk. This one for 3. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight. Outside Morant. And he lobs it up top. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. To the paint to take the lead. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, so tough to defend. Murray's smooth, and he's got size, and he's agile, too.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one drops. He ties it up.
And the physical style Murray plays with will serve him well in this league.
And Sacramento with some changes. Domantas Sabonis, he's checked in for Achua, and it's Levine in for Russell Westbrook. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. And the dunk by Edey. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Here's Levine, outside Murray. DeRozan down low. He's covered by Wells. And it's DeRozan missing.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. And he gets it back. Clark outside. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. 5 to shoot. Outside Morant. Caldwell Pope for 3. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. And now a 4-point Memphis lead.
Well, he's making a concerted effort to use the three-point shot here in the second half. Only 1 in the first, 3 since the break.
Monk against Morant. Monk passes to Sabonis. And now Memphis on the break. Here's Morant. Morant, look at the speed on the break.
Well, he is such a blur in transition. Morant goes from 0 to 60 faster than a sports car.
The Kings have gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. Outside Murray. DeRozan, left side, to stop the run. Oh, get out of the way! DeRozan!
He's been laser focused here in the fourth. Only 1 miss out of 5 attempts.
Clark outside. Back to Morant. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Too easy for a guy of his caliber. The D must put up more of a fight down there.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
That's tipped. Levine with a steal. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Monk for 3. He buries it from 3.
If you're a teammate of Monk's, you know that he's always going to be ready to let it fly. So you want to get him the ball.
Morant with it. Beyond the arc. Wells. And the basket by Clark.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
DeRozan outside. It counts! And the foul! It's going to go on Zach Edey.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Russell Westbrook, he's checked in for Monk. The free throw's off from DeRozan.
Well, he's an old school wing. DeMar DeRozan loves the mid-range. Doesn't take a ton of threes and does an outstanding job kicking out open teammates.
Now Westbrook. Outside Murray. 6 to shoot. To tie it up. Sabonis. The putback. How about the activity?
Right man, right spot to be in. Sabonis showing up in a big way.
And we will have a timeout called by Tomas Isalo. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that last break, I was able to catch the message that the Grizzlies head coach was giving to his team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Outside Morant. It's tipped.
Yeah, great work on defense right there. Shooters have to be careful when Murray is lurking nearby.
To take the lead. Morant pulls it down.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
DeRozan. Ooh, they get physical, and DeMar gets it to go.
Well, that's what makes DeRozan so valuable. He's the guy you go to when you need a bucket.
Memphis trailing here. Morant. No good.
And what a night he's having on the glass. Putting in the work to help his team close.
Oh, big finish.
Look at Murray stepping up big time. I mean, we know he wants to be a trusted scorer when they need a bucket, and he shows it.
Outside Morant. Clark outside. Outside Wells. Caldwell Pope, a screen on DeRozan. It's good from beyond the arc.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's DeRozan. A minute 9 left in the fourth quarter. Count it!
Look at that. DeRozan saving his best for last. Gets him a huge bucket.
And the Grizzlies shooting 52% from the floor so far. Morant against Westbrook.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Sacramento has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Now DeRozan. There's 37 seconds left in the final quarter. Shot clock at 5. Westbrook! Edey rips down the board. This play could decide the game.
Can't afford any mistakes here, B.A.
Yes, sir, with the 3.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
And Doug Christie has called a timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Let's hear from our analysts. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
Now Murray. Westbrook right side. Outside DeRozan. Shoots a 3. Can't get the 3. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And we will have a timeout called by Tomas Isalo. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. And he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
Timeout called. Sacramento. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Until they foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game. And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. Well, Brandon, a great win. Does it feel like this team is moving in the right direction?
Yeah, I mean, every game we're just trying to build, really trying to get better and better every game. So it just feels good to see us get better.
It's a marathon. Thanks, Brandon.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Zach Edey.